G'day folks, here with another video just on this LS2 MK Triton I'm doing, and I say I'm enjoying doing, but today I had to just do a couple of little things like the air induction there. For engineering it has to be boxed or have the factory set up, so we just went about making a box there. Paint on, it's not the world's best paint job, but so we made a box there, shaped it into the corner. So we just bought 3 sheets off eBay actually, 1mm sheets, 380 by 380, and basically I just traced it out of cardboard, made my sections, and then screwed it all together. I used a little bit of hose there on the edges so there's no sharp edges. And what I did do was I actually had my PCM down here bolted to this bracket, went through there, it was bolted on there, but when I put the box in I thought maybe I could bolt it to the back of the box, so I actually made a bit of an indentation there. I reversed the inner trim backwards and I've actually bolted that in there so it keeps it away from the heat 100%, and it looks nice and tidy in there too. So yeah, that part's done. But yeah, the engineer said it had to be boxed for engineers, and obviously we want to get this bad boy legal and on the road. Last time I posted a video I was speaking of the fuel filter set up underneath. We'll just go underneath, see if I can show you in my tail shaft I've had done. So where is it? So there's the fuel filter setup. So the blue hose is the return line from the tank, and black hose is the main line in. So there's 2 lines that go in and one that goes out to the fuel rail up the front. I actually plan on taking the tank out at some stage and running fuel hose all the way to the tank, so it's a bit neater. I'm not really happy with how that looks there. But yeah, that's just to remove, because the LS2 doesn't have a return line on it, so for the purpose of the LS2 setup, the return line on the car and the fuel line goes to that. 120 bucks I think they are at the auto store, online somewhere. And as for the tail shaft, there it is there. So normally on the back of the tail shaft there's a donut rubber coupling. My tail shaft guy said we could have left that there, but if the tail shaft isn't perfectly balanced, obviously it can chew out the donuts, which is very common on all cars, but he said ideally it's a Spicer coupling set up there, so it just bolts on. We've got 3 high tensile bolts, washers and some lock nuts there, nylock nuts, and we put that on. Yeah, that's the tail shaft there. We had a new center bearing put in as well whilst all there. As for the exhaust, it's just yeah, the 2 cats up there. We've got all the sensors and it's all flanged everywhere. This is a system I've done in my driveway, so excuse some of the welds there. But yeah, that's it. I am going to be putting a I'll just come in from here, guys. The plan is to done a bit of homework because we want to run the aircon on it, and you can get the bracket wedge right up here and it just looks like it's way out of place. So I've done a bit of homework and I've gone and found that down there where the factory pump goes under the extractor at the front there, I can actually get a 4x4 adapter from Mark's 4x4 adapters off a GU Patrol LS1 conversion. Now the reason why my pump wouldn't fit with the factory bracket was it fouled the steering box. With their bracket, it says online 55mm, but I actually spoke to Nick at Mark's 4x4 adapters and they've told me that it's actually 35mm, that it brings it into the engine. So I brought a new AC pump, put it in there, and it will work. I'll have to reroute my factory trans lines. I'll probably end up taking them off and running some aftermarket hose to the auto. But that'll go in too. So that's the next job. I'll be sure to take a video once it's done. Keep you updated. Cheers, guys.